The Land Sea Sky event is coming up on May 24th, and I'm going to tell you guys how to prepare for it and everything we know about it and whatever. So, real quick, before we start, I want you guys to know that all the LSS creatures are going to drop in demand and value right after the event. So yeah, if you have any of these creatures on the screen right now, they're all going to drop in value right after the event, so you want to sell them now. Alright, so let me hit you guys with some good news. You do not need to worry about preparing for the LSS event too much, because it actually comes out in parts, so you're gonna have time each week to like prepare for the next part and whatever. I'm pretty sure, as always, the Novus Warden is gonna be on the last part, so you guys are not gonna get it right now. You guys are gonna have to wait a while. Yeah, this is pretty good for me because I actually have time to post a tutorial on each part, and yeah, as soon as the LSS event comes out, I'm gonna post videos on the fastest method for part 1, fastest method for part 2, and everything, so you guys can finish it as soon as possible. So if you want to stay tuned for these videos, you can subscribe if you wanna. And now you're all probably asking one question: will I have to spend my poor mush? Now, there's a little something we call the donation system, which you guys are probably not gonna like. LSS is a mission-based event, which means you have to do missions to get the creatures. But the thing is, last event they did something where you have to actually donate mush so you can start doing the event. So for example, you need to donate 1,000 to start doing the Yggdrasil missions, and then you had to donate 5,000 to do the Auroron, and then you had to donate 10,000 for the Valkyrie, stuff like that. So the good news is that it actually stacks. So if you spend like 50k mush for the Angelic Warden and you need to donate 50,000 for the Angelic Warden, it will do it for all the other creatures as well. So if they do this donation system thing like they did the last time, yeah, you might have to farm a bunch of mush. But a lot of players have been complaining about this, and they still keep getting complaints every day to not make this too expensive. The thing is, the reason they did this donation system, I'm pretty sure, is so that they can reduce the mush in circulation. They basically thought that everybody had too much mush in total, and they wanted to reduce it by making people have to pay to participate in the event. The problem is that there's probably more mush in circulation now because people are grinding like more than ever. So I have a feeling they're going to do something where we have to pay. But there's good news. So the good news about this donation system is that you're probably wondering, like, how the heck is a new person gonna be able to donate like 50k? They're gonna have to grind for months and whatever. So last time they did this, they actually made it based on the percentage of how many shrooms the person has. So if the event starts and the player has 1,000 shrooms, they would make the Novus Warden 5 times that, for example, and it would be 5,000 to be able to do its mission. But if you have 10,000 at the start of the event, you would have to do 50,000 for the shrooms, which is just, it's actually kind of confusing me, because I realized that, I mean, this can easily be avoided with an alt, right? So I don't know what they're gonna do to avoid this. Before it starts, I could just give all my mush to my alt account. I mean, I would have like 0. How much would the creatures cost? So yeah, I don't know about this thing. I don't know if they're going to do it. We don't know much about the LSS really. They didn't say anything. So I don't know if it's a good idea to actually grind mush before the event. But just in case, if you guys want to grind, my mush method guide is there if you guys want to use that. And one more thing, and I cannot stress this enough. Guys, do not overspend if you don't have to. So as you can see, we have those 5 donation creatures over here. And if they do something where you have to pay for the creatures, it might actually not even be worth it. Because as you all know, all these creatures are tradable. So you can buy an Auroron right now for like I don't know, like 7k, 6k, 3k I think, actually. I have no idea, but something in that range. But when people were actually getting it in the LSS, you had to pay 10k to get it. And everybody did that, and now it's being sold for like 3k. If it's not worth it, do not overspend. But they might do a thing where you have to like get all the creatures before you get the Novus Warden, for example. So you are going to have to spend on the worthless creatures to get the Novus Warden. But your target for this LSS event has to be the Novus Warden, because that's the only creature you actually can't get. I don't know if they're gonna release new creatures or anything like that. I'm honestly expecting them to. Like, there's no way they're just gonna go like 4 weeks without doing anything. But yeah, trust me guys, do whatever it takes to get the Omnis creature. The Omnis creature is the Novus Warden, which is just a creature that is untradeable. But again, I will post a fastest method guide for the Omnis creature as well, so you guys don't have to, yeah. You guys can grind mush if you want. Do not overspend on the creatures if they're not worthless. And if you're watching this before the LSS event has started, please sell your LSS creatures now. Trust me, they're gonna drop. And the percentage thing, I'm not sure how this thing is gonna work, but honestly, I think it's a good idea to put all your mush in an alt. I mean, I don't know if this is against the rules or something. If just find out if it is before you do this. But if it is allowed, I would suggest you guys put your mush in an alt account, so that when the event starts, the game doesn't think you're some super rich person. And I'm not even sure if this is allowed. That's actually kind of okay, guys. Don't do that. Actually, I have no idea. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, subscribe.